Hello people, this is Ryder here to review the Ultraman Z DX Ultra Metal SP New Generation Heroes set. Again, just like with the previous review, I'm just going to simply call this the Ultra Metal special set. So again, as I said last time, because currently right now, Ultraman Chronicles Z Heroes Odyssey is airing, which is commemorating Tiga's 25th anniversary and Z, mostly Tiga's 25th. Tiga, they're releasing a bunch of kaijus from his series, and you know, stuff from the the TDG trilogy. While with Z, they're releasing new medals, and they're releasing like previously released medals, but like still giving us new stuff. So as we looked at last time, that we actually looked at an entirely new access card. Here we're just looking at new rendition of medals, which again is the new generation heroes. However, obviously Zet's pictured here. We actually finally get a proper Zet original medal, but obviously we have the previous new generation hero crystals. Gosh, I was looking at Rube. Medals, to which it comprises of Ginga Victory X, Orb Origin, G Primitive, Rosso Flame, Blue, Aqua, and Taiga. And just again, the back is very basic, shows Ginga. The special thing, obviously, the big deal with this one is that besides that, this is the first DX releases for Victory and Taiga, and also the first retail release of Rosso and Blue, because these two were previously apparel exclusive, and these two were exclusive within Shokugan Ultra Metal Set 1. However, they're the more common ones, so like you can still like obtain them. Obviously, Ginga X Orb were released through Jade Galaxy Rising's Ultra Access card set, and Jade Primitive was released in EX Set 1 of Ultra Metals. So let's take a look at these. Actually, before we do that, I said I was going to do a size comparison. So you see here, this is the previous set we looked at. Now, let's take this. They elongated it. I understand why, because of the access card, but I appreciate that the medals are still aligned. Like, I can at least appreciate everything is still aligned and such. It's just that they had to extend it just a bit because, you know, with the access card there, and if they try to like smudge the title and such, it just wouldn't look good. I was initially annoyed by like inconsistency, but I'll let it slide. Okay, I apologize for bringing this back, but like, I was just, you know, setting them back. But like, so okay, again, here's the new Hero set, and then I just pulled like EX Set 4, and I was just like putting them together, and it's like they elongated these too. Like, I'm not annoyed. I perfectly understand why, because I understand that they just wanted the room. They wanted enough room to showcase this top stuff. So, wow. So essentially, this is how much they've been. This is how much they had to upscale. Like, wow. So here we have the stack of medals, like so. So let's go look at them one by one. So this is our new medal for the set, Zet Original. To which, as you can see from here, the big thing with these versions is that the backgrounds, instead of just being the basic Ultra Metal backgrounds, are actually reminiscent of the Rise and such. Obviously, at this time, Z original did not have a rise. So I think this one's based off of Alpha Edges then, even though it's original. But it's cool that Z finally got his own medal. Everyone else, though, is pretty similar. So here we have Ginga. And I really do like the translucent red they went with and such. Obviously, there is Ginga's rise. And then here is comparison with the original Ginga. I think they definitely brightened the portrait up a bit. Oops. Here is Victory. I really like this one of just adding the color and such. And I really do like what they did to accommodate for them to have the original colors, is that they actually outlined the Ultra language into that color. So, for example, Zet is a blue, or Zet and Ginga are blue, and then Victory is yellow. And then a comparison. So obviously this is Victory's first release under a DX. That Victory in particular, not any, like, not Victory Knight or anything. Here is X. So as you can see there, the green text. And then the original comparison. And then here we have Orb Origin. This one I really find fascinating. It's just very blue. And I think the text is remaining to be black. Yeah, they didn't have to change the text with this one. Then here we have Jeed. This is our third Jeed variant now. Obviously we have the original Jeed right here, and then we have the Rise. We have the Rise medal. So what's kind of funny, Jeed has this much variance and such, so you can do. There's no Jeed special combo, but it would have been funny if there was. And then, my bad, here is, that's original Rosso. Here is SP Rosso with the flame swirl, which is pretty cool. Here is original Rosso. Again, technically, this is Rosso and Blue's first retail release. Blue is honestly my favorite. I really like the water swirls. Really like it overall. And then, lastly, we have Taiga. Sadly, Taiga's all alone. We don't have Titus or Fuma. But just like Victory, this is his first DX release. So, we will take a look at these 3 stacks of medals. So again, we are sticking with 0 because 0 needs to have presence. We are gonna do 3 per time. Because it kind of is the same logic like what we did with the Ultra Brothers. I got confused for a second. That threw me off. Okay. And the finishers. There we get the Ginga especially, the Victorium Shoe, and the Zodidium Colson. I'm kind of glad they transitioned out of the Ginga especially if Victory didn't even have it. We're gonna change up this, so we're gonna have Orb, Rosso, and Blue. We're gonna have the O50 trio. See there, because they have their name, or their form names, it's not as off-putting. Because I thought this was a form. So there we had the Orb Supreme Caliber, or I think it's supposed to be the Origin Colson. I think it's supposed to be the Orb Supreme Caliber. Flame Sphere Shoe, and Aqua Stream. And then our last batch, or not batch, our last duo will be of Jeed and Taiga, because they're the sons of previous characters. Come on. There we have the Wrecking Burst and the Supreme Burst. Supreme Blaster. Sturium. Supreme is Orb. But obviously, if you didn't get it, these are the exact same. Which is why we put them together, to differentiate it. If you want to hear the original individual sound, watch the original videos these medals originally originated from, or just watch the demo. But obviously, first of all, we got this order wrong. But last but not least, we have the Z medal. Let's see if it'll... Nope. So yeah, technically this doesn't do anything in this. And I'll specify, in this. So, that's basically it for them individually. Obviously, within the set, there's a lot of things you can do. Basically, the ones that you actually want to use... Well, I'll just say this. Obviously, these three don't do anything within the set. You need outsider medals. But the rest of them can do things, but we're not going to show them all because that will be, again, they're literally all the same. There's only one prominent one I said previously that you can do, but we'll just do the internal fusions. So, but only the transformations. So obviously Ginga and Victory. And then also in blue. Here we have Rube, and then we would do a funny combo with Blue and Gingo because we're doing a crystal change. Yep. However, let's do the only one that actually matters, which requires us to use Orb and X. Yep, with the Leto Axis card, one of the last few exclusive sounds that we can now cover is an Orb Fusion. Because of the fact Haruki and Riku use the same exact combination for Galaxy Burst. And so, if you actually want to form all the Orb Fusions seamlessly, you have to get Leto's Axis card, because he can't do the Galaxy Burst. I feel like I spoiled this already, or I spoiled the fact that you needed this card back when we covered the set. remember what the finisher for this one was called. It's something Zadidum, I think. But anyways, we will rearrange this to show that you can still obviously transform into So obviously the last set had Beta Smash. This one has Galaxy Rising. Again, not gonna bother with the stands. So, overall, my thoughts on this set. It's for sure less desirable than the last set, but I think this set still stands on its own pretty well. Because I really do like these variants. Just having the Rise background, or having the Rise scene as the background, I think that's a really cool idea. The translucentness, like, really comes out really well. And for these medals have never been released in a set, a DX set before. So you never, like, if you never have gotten Victory or Taiga through Candy Toy, you can get them through here if you don't mind them looking different. And also the big thing is Rosso and Blue being included too. Because again, these two were the hardest and such. So basically, again, if you don't mind these not being consistent with the collection, or if you're really just a stickler towards whatever, like, just gain a version of it, then I suggest for you to, like, go track this set down and such. And also on top of that, you get the Zet original medal, to which, as we know, this is technically the only way to get the Zet original medal, because everything else, despite it not being consistent. So, like, either way, this, like, because this is the only variant of this medal, so you're not missing much if you don't have the original versions of these, like, of these four. Because, like, technically, again, these four were released prior, because you can get these, you had to get these three to get the Riku Access card, and this one was an EX01 and such. Or this particular version, we're not counting the Rise Metal version. Like, again, like, functionality-wise, it's nothing new. But, like, I think you'll hear me later on talking about this. I feel like this is the best way of them of doing a new generation set. Or, like, you know, finding ways as to why you should get it and such. Like, I think it's already said before, despite right now the Zet original medal not doing anything, just wait. Just wait. Other than that, like what I said in the last review, I got this set alongside the other one through Mandarake. I think this set sold for 12 because I think a metal set is typically 800. So I think this one also sold for 16 then, or I don't know. I want to say this one was also 12. It was definitely cheaper than the. It was like a few dollars cheaper than the Wait Till Access card set. And I think this set should be a bit easier to track down because of that not first of all not including an Axis card, but I can be wrong at the same time because I think the price for this one also boosted up because of the Roll and Bloom medals. But again, everything has died down since. So I hope you can like get your hands on this set if you so want. I would say obviously get it for if you want to get these four, or just for the sake of the Z medal. But even then, this is not too bad of a pickup, especially because again, these variants are really cool and such. I can't get over like how well of a variant these are and such. Like I kind of wish they were. I feel like they tried to mimic this again, or I mean they did, but like I don't know. I'm trying really hard not to give off my opinions on the Blazer Stone EX sets yet, because I really wish they were like this. But anyways, that'll have to do this review. This is Ryder, and I'll leave you